Good day, everyone. My topic is all about the rules of nonverbal communication. But before that, we are going to define what is nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication, such as facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice, is highly important and in many cases conveys more information that we actually say. Nonverbal communication means the way we communicate goes above and beyond the words that we speak. Nonverbal communication can carry a lot of power and purpose. The nonverbal ways we communicate are likely the most honest representation of ourselves. The importance of nonverbal communication. Your nonverbal communication cues, the way you listen, look, move, and react, tell the person you're communicating with whether or not you care, if you're being truthful, and how well you're listening. When your nonverbal signals match up with the words you're saying, they increase trust, clarity, and rapport. When they don't, they can generate tension, mistrust, and confusion. So it means that the meaning of such cues does, however, vary dramatically between cultures, and so they should be used with caution. So if you want to become a better communicator, it is important to become more sensitive, not only to the body language and nonverbal cues of others, but also to your own. There are five rules of nonverbal communication, which are repetition, contradiction, substitution, complementing, and assenting. So, let's tackle first what is repetition. Repetition, it repeats and often strengthens the message you're making verbally. Repetition is one of the rules of nonverbal communication. They can repeat the message we make verbally as eye contact, facial expression, and many other ways of body language do the natural process. The repetitive nature helps validate and strengthen a message that we spoke. Contradiction. It can contradict the message you're trying to convey. They're indicating to your listener that you may not be telling the truth. So, contradiction means they can contradict the message that you are trying to convey to them. It highlights the untruthfulness that you speak. The third rules of nonverbal communication is substitution. It can substitute for a verbal message. For example, your facial expression often conveys a far more vivid message than words ever can. So it means that they can substitute for a verbal message. We often can substitute the words we are trying to speak. Again, back to our eyes. It's our eyes that convey so much. The fourth rules of nonverbal communication is complementing. It may add to or complement your verbal message. As a boss, if you pat an employee on the back in addition to giving praise, it can increase the impact to your message. So it means that another rule of nonverbal communication is called complementing. The main example of this is we do a good job at the work and our boss tells us we did good. And as the boss is making the statement, we get the actual pat at the back. The last rules of nonverbal communication is assenting. It may assent or underline a verbal message. Pounding the table, for example, can underline the importance of your message. So, assenting means a title clearly represent what it means, adding highlight to a statement, equivalent to underlining a sentence or phrase. All things that are meant to accent. Again, the five rules of nonverbal communication are repetition, contradiction, substitution, complementing, and assenting. That's all for today. Thank you and God bless.